Adoring family.
Hello, and welcome to your first full day as a part of the Mental Enervation Colony's Story Creation and Development Program. I'm a complimentary and pleasant alarm thoughtfully deployed to ensure that you do not oversleep on your very first day. This process will not be repeated, and you will, from now on, be responsible for choosing your own waking times. There is a mandatory morning gathering in the nearest assembly pod in 45 minutes, where you will meet your fellow team members as well as your personal subdirector of new and emerging creativity. A small and nutritious assortment of sweet and savory breakfast muffins has been provided in your general working space. Please enjoy. And understand that this process will also not be repeated, and you will be responsible for feeding or not feeding yourself as you deem appropriate. Once again, welcome. We are proud to have you as part of the Story Creation and Development Program. As one of approximately 30,000 new members of the Mental Enervation Colony's family, we just know that you're going to love it here. And as one of the 6 members of your local Story Creation and Development Pod, we just know that you're going to make us proud.
Morning, Bethany. Woo! Good thing about that alarm, huh? It wouldn't have looked too good to oversleep on my first day as the head honcho around here. That would not be professional.
Yeah, now it'll take them almost twice as long to figure out just how professional you are.
Jeez, you're grumpy this morning. Didn't you sleep well? I thought it was pretty comfy, with the complimentary lotions and all, even if it's a bit small.
No, Jonas, I did not sleep well. In fact, I slept very poorly because, and I shouldn't even have to explain this, you are apparently my supervisor or something now, and that's a fairly worrying scenario. On top of that, the only place I lived for over 3/4 of my entire life was recently incorporated, along with almost everybody I knew or that knew me. So yeah, a lot of changes recently, if I'm honest. Lots to think about. Had a bit on my mind.
Plus Patricia.
Yeah. Plus Patricia. Oh, and also I didn't get lotions. Bad morning.
You wanna know something weird?
Not really, Jonas. I just want to try to eat something, and then we have to go to that morning gathering thing.
So, if they expected Patricia to be with us, why are there only 2 rooms attached to this office?
I don't know. I really don't.
It just seems weird. Shouldn't there be a 3rd office that just kind of stares eternally barren as a constant reminder to us about the close friend and personal acquaintance that we lost so suddenly?
Maybe they thought that was a bad idea.
Maybe I'll ask the boss. Wait, do I even have a boss?
Did you even listen to the intercom when it was waking you up, or did that just not occur to you?
I was picking out my most supervisory outfit. There was no time. Priorities, you know?
Jonas, we each have one outfit, and it's the one we've been wearing since we got off the incorporation ship.
Yeah, but I turned it inside out and shook it a bunch so it would smell better.
The battles you choose to fight amaze me. Anyways, yeah, I'm pretty sure you have a boss. And I'm pretty sure it's the Subdirector of New and Emerging Creativity. And I'm also pretty sure that if we don't eat and figure out where this nearest assembly pod is, we're gonna be late, and then we'll both look bad.
Bethany, as your competent and compassionate supervisor, I would never let that happen to— Oh, look! They made the muffins into little circles! That's fun!
Oh yeah, they really nailed that hiring decision. This has gotta be it, right? Local Assembly Pod 1? I swear, you get used to speaking lights leading you around and all of a sudden you rely on it.
Gosh, it's got a door too! The door budget in this place must be insane.
Lead the way, boss.
Sarcasm is unattractive, Bethany, and it keeps people from advancing professionally.
So kind of you two to join us, finally. Please have a seat around the table here.
I'm sorry, are we late? The intercom said 45 minutes.
Well, of course. If your only metric for being on time is what you see on a schedule, I suppose you're not late. However, traditionally, in the creative arts, it is common to arrive 5 to 10 minutes before a scheduled appointment, as a show of respect.
I didn't know that.
Granted, it is the first day, but I don't think I need to tell you, if you look around, that you two seem to be the only ones caught out by this simple sign of respect for a new position, a new home, a chance to do the type of work envied by billions.
I really didn't mean to—
And now, instead of simply taking your seats and allowing the morning gathering to begin, you choose to stand and splutter excuses at me. Find a seat, please.
Very professional.
Shut up, Bethany!
Now that minor bit of unpleasantness has been cleared from our path, let me say, just like I'm sure you've heard a million times by now, welcome to the Mental Enervation Colony's Story Creation and Development Program. I know it must be a lot to take in all at once. So, to break up this experience into manageable little chunks, how about we start with a little icebreaker exercise? Let's all go around the table and say who we are, what our team name is, and a cute little fun fact about where we came from. I can start as an example for everyone, since some of the less experienced among you may need one. I'm Subdirector Jamison. My fun fact is that I've been with the Mental Enervation Colonies for nearly as many cycles as I can remember, and I'm team everybody here because, well, that's my job.
Were we supposed to have a team name?
Shut up, Jonas.
Team Alpha Alliance? Why don't you go ahead? You might as well, given that the room records indicate you were here nearly 30 minutes early.
Hey, what's up? My name is Tomas, and I'm the senior neophyte on Team Alpha Alliance. Introduce yourself, dude.
Sup, y'all? I'm Jesse, holding down the neophyte position on Team Alpha Alliance. Real happy to be here. I'm real psyched here to be doing some fiction with y'all.
We, hail from a private little entertainment vessel that does glass-bottom solar excursions, so we've been tight partners for a good little bit now, and we feel like we kind of tell stories every day with how we show people different stars up close through a bunch of heat-resistance glass, you know? So we started writing them down and whatnot, and boom! Here we are!
And our fun fact is that we're best friends forever, for life. Both spelled with 4s. The number, because letters are for stories and numbers are for friends. Best friends, forever, for life. Like the number, it comes after 3. Have you heard of it?
I actually have heard of that number. Very nice. Thank you so much. And how about the two of you too? That's a number for you. How would the two of you remind me your team name again? Oh, I'm so sorry. My pen doesn't seem to want to work this morning.
Absolutely no problem at all, Sub-Director Jamison. We are Team Exceptionalism, and we are proud graduates of the Ciudad Colón College of Advanced Undergraduate Studies. My name is Desiree, and I seem to have been chosen as the senior neophyte of our team. Please, Nancy, I'm sorry, I'm hogging all our time.
Hello, I'm Nancy, also a graduate of Ciudad Colón College of Advanced Undergraduate Studies. Very happy to be here this morning. That's it. I didn't really prepare anything more.
And our fun fact is that the Ciudad Colón College of Advanced Undergraduate Studies is the very college that successfully protested for fines to be levied against any incorporation ship not staffing each and every position, no matter how demeaning and degrading, with at least one organic being. So if you've heard of us, that'd probably be why.
We're very interested in social justice, not just around planets, but throughout the universe.
Oh, we here at the Mental Enervation Colonies love peaceful exercises of personal rights. Please, describe your protesting for us.
Well, we didn't actually do much of it. It kinda happened at the school a long time before we went there.
But we're proud to carry on that legacy.
And we're proud to have you. Finally, I suppose we ought to hear from you too. The senior among you, please. Get it over with.
Oh, crud. That'd be me. So, hey, everybody. My name is Jonas, senior neophyte. First official day. Very excited. Very glad to meet all of you. First time I've been entrusted with a position of power in quite a while, so I'm pretty pumped to see where that goes. Let's see. Recently participated in a ship-wide coup. Got pushed against a wall. Bit of an action hero, honestly. If you want to put labels on people, Bethany, you want to take over?
I'm Bethany. We came from an incorporation ship that itself got incorporated. It's all very ironic. I'm happy we have a door, finally.
And that covers an exceptional amount of fun facts. How about your team name?
Okay, so about that.
There's no need to waste any more time. Just the name, please.
Okay, but you see, we didn't know.
We're Team Extraneous but Interesting.
Extraneous but interesting?
Yeah, you know, it's fun.
You would let your neophyte speak for you, senior neophyte?
Yes. The answer is yes, right? I mean, only when they're right, and when they're right, they're right. Team Extraneous but Interesting at your service.
If you say so. No matter. Thus ends the warm-up activity. Now, to business. As sub-director reporting directly to both the director and the over-director, it is both my responsibility and my duty to guide, encourage, and mold you to be the best possible story creation and development program family you can possibly be. With that being said, I'm gonna need 5 premises, 3 potential morality lessons that aren't just the basic be good and don't be bad sort of nonsense, trust me, we've got enough, and 1 compelling character ready to present at the end of the workday.
And when does that workday end exactly?
These premises, can they be generic, or are you looking for something incredibly specific?
Use your instincts, everybody. I'll be around to check on all of you before the day is done, and we'll meet back here in roughly 13 hours or so for a presentation gathering.
Roughly 13 or exactly 13? Specificity seemed important earlier?
And dismissed!
What the heck is a morality lesson that isn't be good and don't be bad? That's all of morality.
Hey, bud. You're the boss around these parts. I just do what I'm told.
And 5 premises? 5 separate premises? With what, nothing attached? What's the point?
And don't forget the compelling character.
And on top of it all, a compelling character.
You know, that desk would be a lot comfier for your head if you put down a pillow or something. Or, I suppose, just keep thunking your head into it. That should help. Okay, but Jonas, we do actually have to do some work today.
I gotta be honest with you, Bethany. I'm not as confident in my managerial skills as I may have let on.
Yeah, buddy. I picked up on that.
It was actually a little bit easier on the incorporation ship, and I can't believe I'm saying that, but with all the rules and regulations and everything, you pretty much knew what you were supposed to do at all times.
Yeah. Did you, though?
What I mean is that you had the ability to know. But here, it's confusing. You gotta be early, even though they didn't tell you to be early. You gotta have team names prepared for some reason. You gotta do boring and stressful activities to get to know everybody. And on top of all of it, we don't even get to write a real story. No, instead, we get to make little tiny pieces of story for some reason, even though the whole point of this job was that it was finally gonna be fun.
Jeez, that scared the heck out of me. That's gonna take some getting used to.
I'll get it. Oh, hey, sub-director. What can I do you for?
Jonas! Bethany! I'm just here to see how some of our newest little mental enervation family members are doing on their first day in their shiny new office. Are we settling in okay? Did you find the black goo mix? You know, one of the perks of working for the Story Creation and Development Program is that we have complimentary temperature regulating cups for every single team member here. You know us artistic types. You set down the cup of black goo, you get focused on what you're doing, next thing you know, poof! Black goo fire in the office! Ha 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 ha! With these cups, not a problem anymore.
Actually, no, I didn't find that. Isn't one of the top cupboards... I'm tall, but not that tall. Oh, yep. Actually, there it is. And the cups, too. Look at that.
Sub-director, I guess I'm just feeling a touch overwhelmed. Now, I completely understand that it might be first day jitters or something, but it just seems like there's a lot I wasn't really prepared for. And I haven't really held this level of position in a while, and, you know, I want to do my best for everybody, and...
Jonas, I can tell that there is a lot of stress in this office right now. Let's take a breath together really quick, huh? Here, follow me. In. Out. Again. In. Out. You see how that helps to cleanse the mind? You see how you feel a bit more under control? Is that a little better?
It actually is. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm sorry. I'm just a little nervous.
That's completely fine. I just wanted to make sure you can really hear what I'm about to say, because it's very important, all right? Do you think you can listen?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Good, because I only want to have to say this once. You two are a single pair out of 6 people in our little pod, but there were over 30,000 new recruits in the mental enervation colony's recent recruitment efforts. If you can't do the very simple work I have assigned you, I can get 2 new people in here in literal minutes who will do whatever I say, whenever I say it, and smile at me the whole time. If you make my job harder, if you cause me any unnecessary stress. If you ever insult me by not being early to one of our meetings again, I will destroy the entirety of whatever reputation you have managed to scrape together in this organization. Do I make myself clear? No. The only answer that I want to hear from you is, yes, Subdirector, you made yourself clear. Say it. Say it.
You've made yourself very clear, Subdirector. Thank you for your guidance in this transitory period that we find ourselves in. We'll make you proud at the presentation gathering.
I expect you will. Oh, by the way, we're a family here in the Story Creation and Development Program, and families don't believe in having doors closed in offices, so I'm just gonna go ahead and prop this open for you.
What the heck just happened?
And so, as you can see, not only is the character compelling, but they also stand in direct contrast to some of the moral arguments put forth in the morality lessons. I believe that's all we have for today. Thank you for your time.
Excellent work! Good use of oppositional viewpoints throughout. Execution on the premises could be a little stronger. However, don't be afraid to think it through. And finally, at the end of a very long and very vibrant first day for all of us, I'm sure Team Extraneous but Interesting, please dazzle us with your creations.
Do you wanna...
No, go ahead.
Because I can totally...
No. Start it off.
Okay. So, I know that the other groups presented in a sort of list format, which does seem to be what you were asking for, but we decided to take things in a little different direction. You know, have a little fun with it. So, we came up with a little... Well, we did a thing. Bethany?
Okay, everyone. Bethany here. I'm sure you remember me from this morning. Geez, I tell ya, isn't it crazy how it's intimidating to even present in front of a group like this? Like, I know it's only a few people, but then you just start sweating and shaking and...
Team Extraneous but Interesting, did you actually do the assignment or not?
Oh, no, we did it. We absolutely did it. Sorry. Sorry. I'll start. The road young William walked was studded with roots from trees that were no longer healthy enough to push up roads, but still hung out nearby them. Young William had been walking this road since almost as far back as they could remember, and every time they wore through a pair of shoes, they would paint the sole and press the wet paint into the back of the jacket they always wore. The jacket was dry, dripping with paint, so many layers that it crackled when young William walked, and with such mountains and valleys of pigment that if the wind hit it just right, it made a noise like a harmonica. Sorry, the pages are a bit stuck together here. Accident with the black code, don't worry about it. Young William pushed their way ever onward until the road they were on split off in 4 distinct directions. Beyond the first lay a dirt path, and a castle loomed in the distance with great beasts circling it. Beyond the second lay a small enclosed hallway with several doors, each assuredly hiding some deep and mysterious family secret. Beyond the third lay the expanse of space itself, with great metallic ships cutting through the inky dark towards the unknown they did so crave. And beyond the last was a room of pure white, empty save for a desk and paper. Jonas, that's your cue.
Oh, right, crud, sorry. Young William stood for a moment considering the options that lay before them. Each promised adventure, intrigue, a certain sort of escapism. Tantalizing options. Each and every one of them, young William stood, smiled, and began walking.
I don't get it.
One compelling character, young William. 3 potential morality lessons. 1, wearing the weight of your past will mark you as an individual. 2, there will always be options in life that remain unexplored to you. 3, pushing forward is the only cure for personal stagnancy. And the 5 premises are the paths that young William could have taken.
You only had 4 paths.
The final path was the one that young William was already on. Going back the way you came is a choice and a premise just like any of the others.
Okay, but that's not allowed, right? Right, Sub-Director?
And I think that does it for our first day here. Welcome to the family, everybody. Let's get up tomorrow and do it all again! Over-Director Boris, you wanted to see me?
Yes, indeed, Subdirector Jamison. I received your report from your new team. Some good work happening over there.
They all have talent. Some more than others.
Do keep an eye out for potential entries into the contest, wouldn't you? It would be nice to see somebody excel. For once.
As you wish, Over-Director. It will be done.
Season 2, Episode 2, Adoring Family, was written, directed, and edited by Monty D. Montalegre and Alexander Wolfe. In this episode, Bethany was played by Allyson Levine. Jonas was played by Raimy O. Washington. The Intercom was voiced, as always, by Leah Cardenas. James Allen played the sub-director. Team Alpha Alliance is Katie Ploetz as Tomas, and Chase Guthrie Knueven as Jesse. Team Exceptionalism is Joe Hanson as Desiree, and Jacob Pfeiffer as Nancy. Finally, the Over-Director is voiced by Stevie Faye. There are, at a minimum, 2 weeks before Monty and Alexander release more Ink podcast. Edward and I have been working hard to get them to deliver more content to you faster than ever, but alas, that is the timetable that has been set. If you find yourself hungry in the meantime, why not wander over to their other podcast, Tales from Wolf Mountain, they decided to call it. Each season is its own self-contained story, and sometimes you may even get to hear from me, the one and only Alice Stillwell. Aren't you lucky? And for those of you with deeper pockets, there is a Wolf Mountain Workshop Patreon, $1 a month for whatever Monty and Alexander deem appropriate for bonus content. That's patreon.com/wolfmountainworkshop. Until next time, engage with our little show however you see fit. But remember, I will be watching. Inc., the podcast, is a production of Wolf Mountain Workshop and has been granted an exclusive license to this content by the Mental Enervation Colonies. The Mental Enervation Colonies. Ask yourself, how can ME work for me?